the first thing that we're talking about when we're coming over the top is what is over the top? Well, basically, over the top is when the golf club in the downswing is spending its energy going out this way and then coming down almost on top of the ball or outside the target line right here. And so how do we get rid of coming over the top? Well, we have to start to let this club come underneath the plane and get from an inside path. The first thing that we want to do is focus on what we're doing with our back. Now, hold on just a second. Let me get a golf ball here. Call it a backswing for a reason, because what we want to do when we're taking the club back is we want to make sure that we get our back to the target. Now, once we've made this backswing, what I want to do is I want to let this club drop down in this fashion here. And the easiest way to do that is to just feel like when you start down that you're going to keep your back to the target for as long as you can. And if your back stays to the target, your arms and hands are going to have to drop down in front of you just like that. So we get set up like this, back to target, drop this down. I've done that one rehearsal. Now I do that, and the golf ball is going to start out to the right. That's how we're going to get out of over the top. That's one thought that you can do. Now, another thought in our power of three is how we're going to get the trail arm, my right arm, to get under the left. So when I'm over the top, my right arm is on top of my left arm. I got to make sure that my right arm is underneath my left arm. Very, very simple drill. What you do is you take your driver, you hold it perpendicular to the ground just like this. And then you make a backswing, imaginary backswing with just one hand. When you do this, this is going to give you a lot more freedom, obviously, to turn. But then it's going to help you kind of start that lower body first, because we're going to help freeze up the upper body by keeping this club perpendicular to the ground here. And as I've done that drill, I get this sense that my lower body is starting first. And as the lower body is starting first, now the trail hand is coming underneath. So now I've done that drill. And what I like to do with this drill is I like to tee the ball up. That's one of the keys when you're hitting a driver, is to tee that ball up. So we set that club just like this, turn it up like that, make this drill, and I can feel my left shoulder, my lead shoulder staying really high as I'm doing that. Now I put the club in here, and we do the same thing, and I do that, and that golf ball is now starting out to the right again. That's what I want. I want this club to be coming from underneath. The final thing that you can do in the power three is visualize what's happening with the path of the golf club. Okay, so we take this noodle, and we put that noodle right there. I'm just going to put a little bend in this. And what that does is that gives me an image of the club moving from in here and then going around. So I image this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a golf ball, put the golf ball right here. And now I'm going to image this path coming in just like that. And I do that, and now all of a sudden that golf ball starting down the center, and it has a little bit of a draw to it. So that's the three things that you can pay attention to get rid of that.